3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode.
We spread the gospel, can't tune in for programs, prayers, Bible reading, relationship talks to OWOEYE Jesu Gangeli, Prophet Ezekiah ministrations, bringing to you gospel songs to jam to. We are media experts. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. Photograph and trainings, record, studio, video production, services and event coverages. Follow us on Insta at pagem.live, on Facebook pagem.live, on Twitter pagem_live. Watch us on YouTube, download our radio application on App Store, on Play Store. Follow our podcast channel, spreading the gospel. Die, baby.
Supervision live streaming, event management, studio services, website and social media, Kagwe also reafefe, video, photography, production, event equipment renting, graphic designing, consultancy and training. BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola, Kaya Oron, BHM Nicola, Kagwe Sori Afefe, BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola.
Do you know the PHM Radio Hub is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the Radio Hub. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the Radio Hub. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio Hub is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app.
And good evening from wherever on this planet you are tuning in from. I'm very sure by now you're used to seeing my beautiful face and you already know my name. My name should be on your lips when you sleep. No. Don't do that. That's already becoming extreme. Welcome to another outstanding episode of Time to Talk. You already know I go by the name Oluwafifedoyinsola, aka the beautiful Fife for short. But before we dive into why we are here today, I would really appreciate if all my guests and my co-hosts just introduce themselves to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Time to Talk show. You already know what my name is. I don't need to press it down your throat. I understand that the voice is sweet to hear, the face is good to see, and then and this is your number one internet gospel radio station, PHM Radio. My name is
Go well.
Even she knows my name.
Okay, so I would really appreciate if my pastor, you are used to his face on this Time to Talk program. Your heart should have been glued to pastor's face, and I'm very sure you're always excited to hear all the tools, the scriptural tools pastor is going to use to deviate into this discussion. So let's just have pastor introduce himself to you all.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Pastor Lekan Ifoshin.
No long talks. No long talks. I'm going to have my amazing damsel. This woman is a very, very beautiful and highly intelligent woman. I know they bring any other people come time to talk. So I'm going to allow her to just introduce herself to you all.
God, please.
Hello everyone. My name is OMOBOLANLE. OWOEYE. It's nice to be here.
It's nice to have you also. Clear truths. You know that before I dive into all these small talks on what people sent, what's your definition of depression? What do you feel depression is?
Well, depression. That's most times when we hear the name depression, we just feel like, oh, it's just something small. Maybe you just be in the corner of your room, just think about some stuff, and then that's just it. But truthfully speaking, depression is bigger than that. Depression can lead people to do unthinkable things that normally when they are in their own true self, they wouldn't even think of doing. Yeah, so that is what depression is. It makes you just do stuffs without thinking, and by the time you're even done with what you're doing, then probably when you come back to your senses, you'll be like, what did I just do? That is what depression. Sometimes you don't even realize that you've done something wrong. Yeah, that's what
okay,
is.
I buy the idea of your definition anyways, but before pastor we talk, I want Goel to explain what he feels depression is, because in Nigeria now you don't have money. I'm depressed. You are broke. I'm depressed. Oh my God, I'm depressed. So I feel like people misuse the name a lot. So now Goel is looking at me and he's smiling and he's doing like this. Don't tell me you're depressed.
I'm actually trying to think if I'm in a good place to even explain what it is. But because depression is more realistical than we say it is, and also I think before you can say you are depressed, you need to be clinically diagnosed, right? And then they tell you at the hospital, okay, oh, you are depressed. Okay. But really, we are in a different world, and I don't even think people go to doctors. I'm just saying people in this, Nigerians, we are divided. There's band A, there's band B.
Tell us, let me know where I start.
There's band low, band Z. I don't even think people go to the hospital and know that, and tell the doctor that I'm feeling this way. That is not health issues, that I have been down, I've been this, and then they will not say, okay, this is depression, right? And I just realized that it's not, it's not just about sitting in one place and thinking, even anxiousness, and all that. When you are restless,
anxiety
and all that, it could be that you are not in the right place. So that's all I think it is. But I still think that before you can be sure that you are depressed, you must have spoken to a therapist, and then doctor must have clinically diagnosed you that you are depressed. I know that is not one of the things that we go to the hospital to describe. So a lot of people are even depressed and they don't know. That's the truth.
I was going to say,
true.
I don't agree with the fact that you have to go to a doctor before.
Yeah.
You know how Goel can be now. That's why
I said in this part of the world, my Lord, doctor pay inu.
Honestly,
doctor.
When doctor won't give me joy. When I go see use money buy.
Even
exactly. I go use money buy. Now he won't give me joy.
Exactly. Doctor can say
have you eaten?
No be money I go use buy the food.
You
wey
can even
say
say,
ma go
have you
chop.
taken amala in a while? If you come somebody like me, that's where I'll start from.
Amala is your problem right now.
Ti jẹyàn in a while. Try iyán náà tó bá jẹyàn tán.
Okay, Pastor, let's have you. Depression.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon,
It's my
sir.
pleasure to be here once again. Depression, if we are to go by dictionary meaning, it's dictionary suggests that depression is a mental health disorder characterized by depressed mood. Mental health disorder. That means when you are being depressed, it has to do something with your mind, with your brain, and also with your heart. So it's when you maybe you are a type of person that used to be jovial, used to be lousy before. So when you are being depressed, everything
You be
just
quiet.
You just be quiet, you just be calm, and people will be wondering what is going on with you. So it's a mindset. And if you are to go by it by the spiritual ways, depression we can also say is a spirit. yes. It's not ordinary.
A spirit actually sponsors depression.
Okay, you said depression is not ordinary. Pastor, write down. You know, say me, I dey always enjoy you if they carry me go where I don't know. Because right now, where they carry me go, me, I don't know where they carry me go. So explain that spirit. Go.
Yes, depression is actually a spirit, and behind every sickness, there is what you call the spirit of infirmity. So it's that spirit of infirmity that when it comes upon you, you start thinking beyond natural things, and after thinking, there is a realm that you must not enter when you are thinking. When you enter that realm, you can get depressed. So when that spirit comes upon you, it makes you to think beyond the normal, and at the end of the day, it now makes you to become.
Like say, go don't reach that place. Don't reach that realm before you will explain. No, you will explain.
Depression is actually a spirit, in my conclusion.
Your conclusion: depression is a spirit. Oh, okay. Goel, have you been depressed before?
I wasn't clinically diagnosed.
Okay, but you believe you were depressed. Will you like share?
I knew that I was not in a good place, and it took longer time, and I didn't see and I didn't know, and I can't figure a reason why. I think this is it. Many times when things happens to us, that's not when if we can get a solution to that thing and we'll be okay. That was not depression. For example,
say it again.
For example,
Okay.
you were broke. Or you were not having enough, like it was consistent. You know that when you don't have enough, it affects your ego.
Honestly.
It affects your self-esteem.
Yes,
and
it
all that.
does.
So definitely you'll be down, and it's taking time. When you get money and your ego comes back, all the places that you cannot talk before, you can now talk boldly. That was not depression. You were just broke. But I think depression is when you are going through a time, you can't even say specifically that this is the reason why. Like it's possible that you have everything. You have everything that you need. Or you can even have the things that you want. And still, home doesn't feel like home. And you go through all those kind of thought process. And like Pastor said, that there's actually a spirit sponsoring it. And our mind is a stronghold. I can even say our mind is the stronghold. When scripture says, casting down strongholds, he said, our weapons of warfare are not carnal. They are mighty through Christ. Two things, right? That a weapon is mighty. That one is enough. But now, through Christ, which means it is Christ shooting the weapon, right? Through Christ. And what is this weapon coming to do? Just to bring down strongholds. And you think that strongholds are what? Strongholds are what? It says strongholds and then comma imaginations. Why do we need a weapon that is fired through Christ to bring down imaginations?
It's depression that made you think about all these things. Christ is a spirit, true pastor. Christ has to sponsor you to heal. So, Miss Bolale, have you ever been depressed before?
Depression. Well, I'd say depression is a monster. I've been there.
Would you like to share?
Okay, well, we're coming to that.
Okay.
Of course, we have to come to that.
We're coming to that
It's
because
a
I'm
tough
going to share
stuff
what
to share.
helped me out of that dark place. Because coming out of that dark place, I had to like do a little bit of podcast on my Facebook about depression is a monster, which was why I said depression is a monster, and if you allow that monster to like overwhelm us too much, if you're inside that dark place for too long, it's going to like drown us.
Yeah.
To drown us to where we don't want to be.
Yeah.
Which was why I said depression is a monster. We must not allow it to eat us up, because if that happens, they might not be coming out from it.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But we're going to come to that.
We definitely have to come to that. But let's go on a short break.
Yes.
And when we come back, we're going to anxiety and depression. Do not go anywhere.
So what about your live streaming, event management, studio services, website and social media, kagbe osori afefe, video, photography, production, event equipment renting, graphic designing, consultancy and training, BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola, Ayaworan, BHM Nicola, kagbe sori afefe, BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode.
We spread the gospel, can't tune in for programs, prayers, Bible reading, relationship talks to OWOEYE Jesu Gangeli, ole no fun. Prophet Ezekiah ministrations bring it to you, gospel songs to jam to. We are media experts. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. Photography and trainings, record studio, video production services and event coverages. Follow us on Insta at pagem.live, on Facebook pagem.live, on Twitter pagem_live. Watch us on YouTube, download our radio application on App Store, on Play Store. Follow our podcast channel, spreading the gospel. Die, baby.
Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play.
So what about your live streaming, event management, studio services, website and social media, kagbe also afẹ́fẹ́, video, photography, production, event equipment renting, graphic designing, consultancy and training. BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola, Ayaworan, BHM Nicola, kagbe sórí afẹ́fẹ́, BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola. So what about your live streaming, event management, studio services, website and social media, kagbe also afẹ́fẹ́, video, photography.
Just tuning in, this is PHM Radio, your one and only favorite internet gospel radio in Nigeria, in Africa, and in the whole world. And we deeply apologize for the break in transmission. So yes, I have a new guest in our midst today. Due to some unnecessary emergencies, our pastor had to run. You know, duty calls. You know how it can be. Doing the work of the Lord can be, can be demanding at times. So we have our amazing guest in the studio today. I would have loved to introduce her, but no, I would like this amazing young lady to do the honors of introducing herself.
Thank you very much, Miss Fifedoyinsola. It's a pleasure being on the show. Time to talk today. My name is ALADE Elizabeth, and I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you very much. It's nice to have you. So, Goe was taking us on a journey. Today, we're discussing depression and anxiety. And to be honest, I intentionally I'm not going to read anybody's story today. I would really like my amazing guests, just take us on a journey. Just share, when at a point in your life I've never been depressed in my life, though. Just saying. I feel like most of the time that I feel like I was depressed, that was me misinterpreting what I was feeling. So I'll just say, like that state of mind that girl said that you'll be broke and you'll be like, I'm depressed. I feel like most of the time that's the state of mind I've been in. I've always been broke. And I just feel like I'm depressed. So Miss Bolanle here wanted to share us, she said it's a monster. She was in a dark place. Very dark place. And I would really like her to share.
Okay. So yeah, I said depression is a monster because when you're depressed and then you're sunk into that depressed mode, it takes you to a very, very dark place. Different thoughts will just be coming through your mind, like you feel unwanted, you feel isolated, you wouldn't even want to talk to people, you would just want to stay in just like a corner of your room, no lights, no people, no food, to even bath. Yeah, that's what depression does to you.
Wow.
To even bath, because you feel, why do I need to bath? Who do I need to smell good for? Yeah.
So do you believe if you are depressed? I would like Goel and Miss Elizabeth to chip in. So do you believe if you are depressed, if you always go somewhere, people will know that you are lonely and you are quiet and all of those?
Because you wouldn't even come out of your space for them to even know. If you call the person on the phone, she will still speak normally, still post normally on social media. I will still laugh with you on social media.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get right.
The person is actually going through some stuff.
So if that kind of person goes outside to the public space, do you believe the person will still like be that?
They don't show it.
They don't show. Word. That's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted you to like drive out.
And then you sink back to where you were coming from. So, okay, yes, that's about being depressed and being in your corner. But then I said earlier that if you allow depression to overwhelm you, it will just sink you deeper and deeper, and then it will be difficult for you to come out of it. So what I did during that time was, although I didn't want to come out because I was enjoying the isolation. Yeah, that's once you're there, then you just start enjoying it. I was enjoying the isolation. I was enjoying my own little space. I penned a whole lot of things down. That made me even say, okay, I have a lot of things to share. So I went to my Facebook, and then I started doing just little short podcasts on depression. Even though I wasn't even out of it myself, but then I was sharing tips on how to come out of it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So that is what it just does to you. So yeah, the Bible says that, come to me, all you that are labored and are heavy laden,
and I will give you rest. So
yes, when you're in that kind of state and then you don't know what to do, just turn to God. I mean, okay. I want to share something. Okay. So there was a time I was in school, and just my 100 level. When you just enter school, you're, oh yes, I just entered school, I want to come out with a 5.0 with a very strong GPA, and then bam, just failed the course. And
just one course.
And that course, it is a very easy to pass course, because it's like this course, you've heard about the course that this is a course. Everything is objective. Just pick your answer, and that's all. And then you're having F, and then you're wondering what happened.
What you did wrong.
So that was when it started. I couldn't tell my family because my daddy's going to smash my head against the wall. My daddy told me when I was going to school that you're going to school, you have to read, you have to pass, no carryovers. My dad is that kind of person, very principled man. So I couldn't tell them at all. So I was always in my own little space. I almost committed suicide
because of that course.
Because if you know where I was coming from, oh my God, my dad is that kind of person. I almost ended my life, but glory to God. Depression is a very wide topic. It's not something that we can just get up and then discuss and then everybody will just be fine. No, it's not something that we can just talk in a day. But enough of my own talking. Because the way God is looking at me like, okay.
I just want to.
Okay, you want to know something?
I really just want to get it. Do you get? So, you said it makes you do things, unimaginable things. Does it sometimes make you intentionally hurt other people?
No, it makes you do unimaginable things to yourself.
I disagree.
You sure? Are you sure?
Yes. Because there was a time in my life where I felt like there were certain people responsible for my current
Okay,
state. That is
another
and
point.
I felt like I'm not going to be in this dark place alone.
That is another
dragging
point.
Each and every one
That
of you,
is
we are
another
entering
point.
the dark space together because I felt like they were the cause of my situation then.
Yeah,
so
that's
I dragged
another
everybody
point.
inside.
But in a situation where you feel you caused it, of course, you want to do unimaginable things to yourself.
No, I understand that.
Uh-huh.
The dimension that you caused it and the dimension that
Somebody else caused it. Yeah. All in all, it makes you do unimaginable things.
Okay.
Right, that's just what me I was trying to get, from your discussion. If he also sometimes make you intentionally.
Yeah, it's not a very good thing. You can just want to poison yourself and just be like, let me just end it up. Because that
Okay.
is the only thing that will come to your mind.
So that's personally now. So you will not feel like, since I'm in this situation, let me just poison everybody in this house and let's die together.
That's another monster on its own, though. I beg.
I'm serious. Well, I
Are you sure
said,
you're fine?
I know now. I'm okay now. Like I said, it's not like I've ever been, clinically diagnosed, but I've been in a lot of down places, and truthfully, the only thought that comes to my mind, because you always start from escaping when you're depressed. Always start from escaping. For example, it's even a good one if you have your own space, that you can create a corner of your own space and stay there.
Easier when you're even living
When you're
alone.
even living
Exactly.
alone.
Easy when you're living alone, or if you're living with your parents. That one you can still even get help.
Yeah.
Although they may not.
It's not always that.
For
it's not
parents
always
that
like
are
that.
sensitive,
For
for
parents
parents
that are
that are
sensitive.
conscious, some parents just
Some might not even
go
know
to
their
work,
children
come
are
back,
going
oh,
through
Dana, and they just make your depression even worse. They are the ones that even press that depression into your system because they're so insensitive that
And
you
you
don't
just
even
go
see
and
when there are
cook.
changes in
As
you.
if nothing happened, you just go and cook and then go back to your room. They will
You,
still
you
call
go back to your
again.
room and cry. They will call you and you
clean your face.
If you even have parents that are insensitive,
Yeah.
you get really better at pretending.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
that talent that nobody will know what you are
know
going
what
through.
you are going through.
It
Exactly.
becomes a talent that affects you personally and everybody around you. Because when you really need help, you won't get someone to help you because you know that.
You wouldn't even know how
What
to
if I
ask
talk
for
now
help.
and they behave like this? I know mommy is always after the food, and you start even eating your parents if you don't get out of it on time because you feel like I'm in this situation and they are too blind to see me here.
But there are some people that are depressed and are also introverted. That's another problem because you have people around you to help, but you don't know how to even talk to them to help you.
One day, I was really, really in a bad place. Although I'm also trying to understand. That's why I said earlier that many times the things we call depressions are not depressions. But does it just spring forth? Are they caused by something? For example, the one you share, it was because of a cause.
It was, and I
Right.
think most times it's always caused by something.
Not every time. There's sometimes you just
sit down
in
and
that
think about your
space.
life.
I really believe when the Bible said an idle hand is the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you just sit
That's
alone
not a lie.
and you start thinking about things that sometimes I call them irrelevant. I'm not speaking for anybody, I'm saying personally. Because
Yeah.
me sitting down in a space and I'm like, why am I even black? Why did they even born me in Nigeria? Which kind of life is all this?
Abi, why is
At the
your
end
hair
of the
short?
day, that small, okay, why am I short?
Why is your hair
Your
short? Why
thoughts
is-
are
oh
already
God.
running wild. Like your imaginations are already going
Yeah.
beyond. You even start, when God was
Or
creating me.
why
Say you
did
did
they
not
give
even
birth to you in Nigeria?
there are, sometimes it's not really caused by a situation or something.
Right.
It's just you being. That's why it's not really good to be alone for too long.
It is not.
Actually, that's actually good because I could remember then my losing my mom saga. Then I was
Oh my
still
God,
in
so sorry
secondary
about
school,
that.
but it didn't really get to me. I didn't really know the worth of losing something that precious until when I got admission for my ND program, and then after my ND I went from Ondo back to Lagos, and I was just like there, like I was in the house there. My brothers, they would go to school. It's just me. My dad was not always around, and then I would just be inside the house, and I gather, and I would not start thinking that wait, though, okay, I'm done with ND like this. There is nobody to talk to. There is no
You're the
job.
only one in the house.
It's only me in the house. Sometimes I will sleep from night to like maybe 4 p.m. the next day before I wake up. Like I'll be on
Like 4
the
in the
bed.
evening.
Yes, I'll be on the bed sleeping. And then gradually, I will not
Exactly what I
start
was saying.
thinking that
You were
okay, like
sleeping too.
what
Exactly
is
what I was
what
saying.
is
You
really
just
going
want
on?
to
Is it that
isolate
like
yourself.
I'm useless or I don't really know? And at that period of time, I was now thinking that okay, what are the things I can do to like okay help myself to grow myself and all that. But the truth of the matter is that everything here was blank. Like nothing was coming in that okay, maybe if you even go and learn something,
You
or
were just like
maybe
sleeping
you
and waking
like
up.
I was just sleeping and waking up. And the funniest thing was that feeding was not even like it's not as if oh, if I really want to eat what I want to eat at that particular time of period of time, I have money on me to like okay go and get it. No. And again, and I have another responsibility. That is my younger brother, because he needs to get money for me every day when he's going to school. And then I need to still rack my brain on okay, this person
Where
is
do I
coming back
get the
from
money?
school
You
and
see-
I'm not working.
You see, speaking of that food thing, depression eats us differently.
Yeah, most
Like,
people just like to
I'm
eat
going
too
to
much.
really like what Goel said. I've never been clinically diagnosed like depressed. No, doctor has not said
Yeah, depressed.
depression thing.
Yes,
One more.
yes.
Do you get? But you reach a state in your life and you will know that there's problem.
Yes.
You are a danger to yourself and to people that are around you. And most of the time, we just like do things to people around us, irrespective of how it makes them feel, because of how we are feeling. I was eating like a thief. When I say I was
Yes,
eating,
that's another way.
Let's go back
Hey,
to that
God.
particular one, that when you do things to people,
Mm-hmm.
and then I also want to ask everybody's, I want to crave everybody's audience. So when you are depressed and then you're around somebody that is consistently worried about you, can it make them depressed too?
It can make them depressed. You know why I said it? Someone like me now, depressed or not, I don't like people worrying about me. I'd rather give you space. It's because you are too. It's because you have access to me. That's why you always ask me what's wrong. I don't like when people worry about me. Like growing up, there was a time in my life where I kept my mom in a very, very dark space. And it took her time to like come out of that. She was trying to like drag me out of that dark place, and I like
you
dragged
pulled
her
her in.
along. So it just felt like I don't want to put anybody in that situation. My mess should be my mess. You don't have to drag yourself into. It's very dark in here.
Although
You don't want to experience how dark it is.
I don't think it always work like that.
Psychologists
Right?
are actually
Especially
trying.
exactly.
They are
Especially
trying.
when you say you want to give space, because some people are committed to, like it's a commitment, like they have to. Like I don't think you are thinking about them. You know that they have to. Like it's like their choice. You expecting your mother to leave you?
That's what I'm saying.
Do
It's
you
not- it's
get?
It's not like I wanted my mom to leave me. Let's just pray that God will not put us in a dark place.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
she said, depression is a monster.
Okay.
You know,
If you are not
it's
strong,
up. Yeah.
that's why they will always tell you to seek help. They'll tell you,
Seek help
and
early.
even when you are depressed and you're afraid taking care of a depressed person, and you visit a psychologist or something, they will tell you if this person is dragging you down, withdraw and
yes.
advise them to seek professional help.
Help.
Because you are not a professional. You didn't spend years and time of your life to studying people and not being sentimental.
That's
Therapists will never get emotional, no matter your situation
know.
is. They don't get
They
drawn
are
into
trained.
it's their job.
Yes.
Because each and every day they attend to like more than 15 people with different type of
Cases.
problem, and are supposed to provide a solution to you. So imagine if I'm a therapist and I'm sentimental. I will not provide help. I'll be dragged
You'll be
along.
dragged along.
That's why most of the time when you are close to people that are depressed, they always advise you withdraw and advise them to seek professional help. If you don't have the strength, there's some type of depression that if you are not even strong in the spirit, you'll be dragged along and you'll be way too gone before you realize.
You know, I'm actually in a place right now, and I don't want to ever be there again. But I really never saw that I could actually advise the person to seek a professional help, although expensive, right? So it's like you know, I'm more like I'm committed. Like it's just a commitment that you help this person, like a sibling.
That iron.
Do you get?
It
Right.
can be very hard.
And then myself, I have some people that I seem to that seem to be support systems, and I figure that they know this. They know this I just said, because I didn't know anything was wrong. I really didn't know anything was wrong with me. But when I wanted a space, I wanted a quiet place. And it wasn't because I have anything that I do at home that requires quietness. Do you get? Whatever it is I needed a quiet space for, I can actually do it here. That is not quiet or any other
You
place.
just wanted to be in your own
But when I
space.
got, it was perfect and affordable for me at the time. Quiet. And then I realized that, okay, I'm going to become nuts, NUTS, like a chaff. you know, that you can play with. That's what I'm almost going to become. Then I moved to, you know, my friends, and then I figured that recently, anyways, when I because a lot of things helps, like eating a lot. Some people just talk. Some people pace around, right?
Yes.
I can walk this place 7 times.
And some people just hit the gym.
Yeah, some people just hit the gym.
And then train excessively.
Another thing is music.
Yeah,
Some people listen to music and they
Like
get
me.
dragged along with the lyrics. And there are some music that are not even ideal for you to listen to. But those are the songs that draw your attention.
Exactly.
There are some artists that I do not even want to mention their name because I'm not recommending you to listen to them. Their lyrics, they are not depressed though. But they know that most of the youth out here can make them have good money. So they sing some kind of track. If you are plugged like earpiece, AirPod, headset, and you play this track, the beat alone will hold you. You'll be in that dark place and begin to live in the world of the living.
Considering that music is a spirit itself, so it's like a bomb blower. Do you get? Like I said, even way before now, some people have understood those tricks. Somebody like Passenger, way before now, that's some deadly guy. Speaking of music and state of mind, that guy. Oh damn it! I almost, because I don't like being suicidal. I don't like being suicidal. I have plenty thoughts, and there are some that you can think about very well. Like I'm somebody that when I wake up with thoughts in my mind. Like, no, I'm serious. Even when I want to pray, I have to learn the art of shutting your mind, so that you can communicate without being distracted by your thoughts. It happens.
It's very hard.
They said quiet time. One of the reasons they call it quiet time is because when you wake up, you don't have anything on your mind yet. But it's not everybody.
I'm part of the
Some
people
people
that
wake up
when
with
you...
heavy
I wake
mind.
up because of some thoughts.
You get. I'm probably
They
coming.
keep me awake at night.
I probably slept
And
with a
then-
thought. It was becoming a
then you
dream.
just woke
And then I
up.
woke
And
up
then
with
you
Because
it.
even last night, I just 4 o'clock I was up and I was like, why are you even doing this to yourself?
Why?
Are you even healthy like this? Because that thought woke me up from the sleep and I could not sleep again.
That's it.
Do you
And
understand
you'll be worried.
that kind
And
of
even when you're
thing?
praying, those thoughts will be inside it. You'll
You
be
be
thinking about it.
you'll
They will
be thinking
distracting your
about
prayer.
it.
So
And
it
then
more or
they
less
say-
feels like you're not even praying from your
So
heart.
when they said distract yourself, read books, watch movies, I can be watching a film
And then my
I
mind
am
is somewhere
thinking.
else.
And I have a question. I don't know if it happens to the best of us.
Right.
Why is it that you just have these bad thoughts? These bad, I'm talking about bad thoughts. Like maybe you just send a young lad something and there are 156 thoughts in your mind.
Oh. I don't think that happens
Then
to
you
me.
try your best not to even say it out. Because at the end of the day, if you say it out, they'll be like,
Actually, it
you.
happens to me a lot.
Yeah,
That's-
I don't think
Like
I
we
have
might
that.
be here and I'll just like think about something, but most times now I've gotten used to the fact that when I have those thoughts, I'll just be like, God forbid. That's just what I do.
Well, some
most
people,
times.
It
some
doesn't-
people are
it
quick
doesn't
to.
come to
Days
But
when I
that's
say go for business.
that's some.
Most times I just go to Fantasy Island.
You see a spiritual problem.
You see, Fantasy Island is another one. Oh Jesus!
Depression is a very, very broad conversation. I don't feel like it's something we can just like
I'm serious.
sit here and just.
I'm
There are many
serious.
people out there
Because
who do not know
now
they are depressed.
we've just shared our own experiences.
Oh,
There are
yes.
people
Not
in the
even
Bible
in
that went through
details.
depression.
Not even.
Not even in
What's the
details.
worst
in
thing you've
details.
seen someone do out of depression?
Oh my God!
Suicide.
I've seen someone throw himself from the top of a building.
You saw it
Down.
live.
It happened in my school. Because he failed a course in his final year, which is going to give him an extra year. Nobody knew because he didn't even talk to anybody. So nobody even knew the poor boy was even going through stuff. We did sign out together.
He
We
died.
signed on our shirts together.
He died.
He
You say somebody
died.
jumped from up. You say he died.
He
Yes.
died. It was when that happened that we now started hearing that he failed. Probably we don't even know if that was what even made him jump.
So, like I said, I realized that I was having, and I don't like I said, I don't like suicidal thoughts because I don't like I intentionally. I know that being good sometimes it flows, but I think there's almost nothing that you cannot learn. So I'm always intentional about being good to people and to myself. So I know that this kind of thought is not good for me. But some thoughts,
Exactly.
they come with a chair and they sit and cross their leg like this.
I
I'm
swear.
serious.
And they're like, where do you think I'm going to? You can't push me away.
And then you go around and then people are hostile. That's why when pastor said you can be sponsored by a spirit. You know, apart from that, it's a spirit, it can be sponsored by a spirit, and people are just hostile. And you are wondering, then you just figure that they don't even care.
You see something, based on what she said about somebody jumping from up, then I remembered something. There was this friend of mine, Jude, like the story trended on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and I was the last person to find out. So we attended same secondary school. We're very close friends. Then they used to call him Pastor. You know, those people that have given their lives to Christ from a very tender age and all of those. And I just got tired because if you message me this morning, the glory of the Lord dropped from read Psalm 20. So I was already seeing like broadcast and all those things. It's not like as if I don't appreciate the effort and all, but I cannot explain the kind of person that I am. See, the mood you meet me today, you never can tell where you meet me tomorrow. It's just like it's a spirit, honestly, sponsored. I'm sure that spirit was sponsored. And Jude was doing fine. He was in Lorraine and he was doing okay. Then I blocked him about 4 days ago because he called me and he was like I said, I don't like people too much in my business. He was in my business. He carried chair, he crossed his leg and he was in my business. And I was like I'm okay, I'm fine. And I was like, for a while, let me just block him. 4 days after, my sister just called me and she was like, Jude committed suicide. The first thing I asked her was, did he die? She was like, how will I tell somebody committed suicide? He died. He actually drank sniper and he hanged himself. Because they saw him, like when they removed him in school, he was hanged and they were sniper. How will you want to die so bad? Is that how? And Jude was
probably he was going through
Jude
something as well.
If only I was a good friend.
Maybe you felt if you guys could share, you know.
Jude will never, you will never know he's going through something.
Oh God.
And he died. And people had so many stories to say about him. You know, radio stations, TV stations, they went to interview people in his department, and people were just saying trash, and people were like, hey, he joined cults and all those things. But Jude is my friend. Like, we grew up together. I know Jude is like a pastor kind of person. It might have changed along the line, but people that don't even know you will not be having lots of opinions. And Jude died, and people were like, his mom committed suicide. His mom actually committed suicide after she gave birth to him.
Oh wow.
Then people were like, it's a family thing, and I was sad.
It runs in the blood.
If only Jude decided to give life a second chance.
No,
Honestly.
he did.
Nobody knew he was depressed. He was jovial, he was active, he was always in church, he was always loud.
He did now.
Jude was always loud.
He gave life several chances. He even came to you.
Kind of.
You know,
but honestly, he didn't come to me with his problems. Jude was always after my problem.
It was a problem.
I feel so bad.
It's not always easily shared. We have to first be in the same place.
That was what he was trying to do. Let us be in the same place.
And I felt like he was I blocked him. 4 days after I blocked him, everybody
now
was
went to
just
think
posting.
nobody even cares about me.
I was sad.
I
was embarrassed to even attend the burial, the candle night, and all of those things. It was after they buried him, I went back later to where he was buried to like cry out my eyes, and I was saying I'm sorry, like he can't even see him.
I can imagine. That's a very sad story.
So that's thing that Goyo said about being hostile. I'm guilty of it. I'm still guilty of it now.
I know people, I'm serious. You see, you have to be sensitive.
Yeah.
Because you are here and there. So I realized that okay, I was coming here. It's not good. For example, you may not know. I have a very quiet place in this place. As big as this place. Yes, I do.
I know.
Yeah, a very quiet place in this place. Just me. A lot of people have caught me severally and all that. But like as I was saying, so when I get home, not the quiet place, so I have a place to go. And I realized that this person that listens to me, when this one just began, I mean, looked like the heaviest of them all. Like, hey, guy, I can't explain. And then there was this particular day I spoke to him for about an hour. And then he said, it is well.
And you feel
like
is that what you can say?
You're saying it's annoying. I'm guilty of that. I might have lost track of what you were saying.
And then said, it is well.
You were not expecting that from him.
I was not expecting that from him.
I've learned not to do that to people because when they did that to me during my own time, I knew how I felt.
Guy, I don't know why God took me through that, but I know that I cannot do that to anybody.
But didn't you feel like it was already it was like your problems were already weighing him down? They're already like overwhelming for him.
If you know me, I usually don't have problems. Let me say it this way. I usually don't, even if there's a problem.
You don't bother people. Yeah, true.
Lie. We would rather eat.
Mhm.
Ask my guy Raymond.
Like you would get me chicken after this podcast.
I no get problem. No. Why? Right? So, because I want this discussion to go into how we can help. How we can help. Although we can't. I'm sorry. I know you want to talk. We can't keep carrying other people's business.
No, we can't.
Right?
You can't keep doing that to yourself.
But I remember I hugged somebody one day, and then of course not somebody anybody would want to hug. You know that we have some friends that not like we are friends, but by virtue of location we're in the same place.
Yes,
we connect.
out of reach.
Tori kini mo fẹ́ hug wọn fún. You may not want to. So this particular day, right, this person just came. Hello. Of course, everybody was just giving a handshake and all that. I didn't know what happened that day. He said, how are you? I'm fine. I was almost getting angry. I said, get up. You know how I can be now.
You can be like that.
And then she stood up. And then I hugged her. And she cried for about 3 minutes.
Wow.
On my shoulder. Also, another thing we should look out for in depressed people is triggers.
Honestly.
It's triggers. I'm serious. Like something like for me now, if I'm asking you how you are, and I'm constantly asking, and you are getting angry, something is wrong.
I get angry when you ask me.
I expect it to be
your
funny. For example, now if you're asking me how am I, wakilo shele. If nothing at all is wrong with me, look out for triggers. So even something like how are you can be triggering.
Yeah. Or you ask how are you, and be like,
like I said, growing up with insensitive parents. I didn't grow up with insensitive. My parents were extremely my parents, every single detail, it was very easy for them to notice that something was wrong.
Yeah.
But like I said, our problems can be overwhelming for people. They can be overwhelming for people. Using my mom as an example now. Then when I had like serious issues, my mom would always want to take me out, and she would always ask, what's wrong? When my mom calls me by my full name, there's a name only my mom calls me. I'm not going to say it so that God will not call me that name, and it's just not call me that name. When she calls me that, I know something is wrong. And she asked me, and I remember making a statement, I was like, it's not everything you can fix. Like, leave this one. She made me call her Bini. That statement broke my mom. I felt bad. In case she's going to be watching this, I'm sorry. Like, I felt very bad because after I was done saying it, she didn't say a word. She just like drove me and would like go back home. For like a week, she didn't say anything to me. I was automatically invisible in the house. But she's my mom. She still came back and she was like, by force, we are going to fix this problem. Imagine you don't have someone like that in your corner.
Yeah.
It's not every family members that can come through for you when you need them.
Exactly.
Some family members, when you go and meet them and tell them, I've not eaten since morning, I have problem. They will still bill you when they see you post picture that you just wear fine clothes.
Exactly.
There are even friends like that, very insensitive people that they don't get to read through the lines. When I started eating excessively, my dad knew something was wrong. In the midnight, I don't go cook some kind noodles. I don't go even put that inside plate. I go chop one for inside the pot. My dad knew something was wrong. Why you happy?
Is everything fine at home?
Why you even if there's food? There's no me issue now. Why you like this? What's wrong? And my parents like when they build good relationships. So another thing I feel like is a solution is having the right circle. You don't need plenty friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Having the right circle.
Just the people that you know that they have your back.
Openly now, I'm going to say Goel is a good friend. I might not like be the best of friends though, but Goel is a good friend. Goel is the kind of person that can read through the lines. He knows when you want that quiet time in your head, and he knows when you want to talk too much. Having good people in your corner is very important. Some people are very insensitive. Don't blush. Stop blushing. Some people are extremely insensitive. If you find out your friends are insensitive, I believe you should withdraw.
Yeah.
Some friends, when you have problem, they don't listen, but when they have, they want you to hear them by force.
They want the word to pause.
But when you are saying your own problem and you're like, I have one friend like that, I've been withdrawing. Believe me, I've been withdrawing. Because when I have issues and I call you and I tell you this, so let me give an example. I've not eaten since yesterday. You don't reach 15 days when me say don't chop. It's not a competition.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to express how I deeply feel. It's not taking anything to keep quiet and listen. But there are some friends. Depressed too. My own depression as I did like this.
Yeah,
That's
there's some
what's
people
going
like that.
Now it's a competition. That something's doing you, something's doing both of us. Who want to help who?
That's the truth.
Surrounding yourself with sensitive people is extremely important.
Yeah,
What other thing do you think
be
can
among
help?
the right. But another thing that I feel can help is try you. I know you will feel like okay, you should be in your own little space, but try not to be. You because being in that little space, you would have thought about a lot of things, so you would know what works for you. You will know what works for you. So try to do that thing that works for you.
Right.
You know your circle of friends, the kind of people that you know that if I talk to this person, even if he or she might not be able to provide that solution that I need, he or she would at least be able to bring me in out of that space, even if it is for a little while. So please, if you're
Exactly.
in that kind of situation, you will feel like you feel to withdraw, but please do not withdraw. Just
Just
get
make
out.
sure.
You go tell your friends
Exactly.
they go use you do bad example. You see, like go and now
I
been going
swear.
through a lot, and he confided in me. Hey, wait,
You don't have to tell. Just roll with them and enjoy. Like I said on
Yeah.
Saturday, Akukuma went to climb bus. As I climb bus finish, I play table tennis. I walk around the garden. 5 knack. I go house. I go chop. I slept.
That's what I'm saying. Get
No.
out.
If anybody is interested, I go to just 500 to enter.
Yeah, just
that's
get
but
out.
it's far
at
from
least.
my comfort
see
zone.
things. See people.
Now you
feel the
enter, use
breeze.
like 2,000 naira and reach there. I will be depressed by the transport.
That's actually
God.
it works, but at the end of the day,
At the
if
expense of
you are
my
not out
pocket
of
too.
it,
But we
you
have a lot
find
of
out
people in the
that-
Bible that also suffer depression. Probably if we're going to pick up this topic some other time.
We will definitely pick up this topic
Yeah.
sometime tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants to share some.
Yeah, I said you went, you ride you go the horse, you had fun, walk
Abduction.
around, you went back to your house. The truth is that if you are still in depression, all those things, you still go back to your space. But what I want to talk about
going to
as a
talk about that,
solution,
yeah.
because it actually helped me. Because during my own time, I can't lie, it resulted into me hurting myself. I still have the mark on me right now.
Yeah, I know
You
somebody
understand?
like you, but it's
During,
okay.
during my own time, actually, but I don't want to go into that right now because
I
that
don't
has,
know.
that
We
has,
are not mentioning
that
names,
has
are we?
passed.
No, we're not mentioning
not
names. We're just,
mentioning
they
But
are people that
I
do
know
lot
I know
of
a few
stuff.
folks like you.
Two things actually
It's very
happened
bad.
back then. I actually was in my own
What
space.
was the solution?
Like, the solution was just that I eventually spoke up. I talked to my mom, my present mom,
Okay.
and then we tried to seek professional help. And one thing again that helped me was I moved closer to God.
Yeah.
I moved closer. I started listening to, and then God now helped me that I went to a church that particular Sunday and my pastor preached on depression.
Wow.
It was just like, I'm talking to you.
That was
Wow.
it.
That was it
We
for
should
you.
learn to talk. If you talk, see, there's a way that there's something in you. If you did not say it out, it will keep affecting. But once you say it out, you feel a sense of relief.
We'll talk about that one probably
problem
tomorrow
has-
because it's not everybody that can
No,
talk.
we actually have to get back to this discussion.
No, we definitely do
Yeah,
that.
sure.
I would like my co-host to do the signing out today. I feel small. You're supposed to be able to hype me too when you want to sign out. I'll sit comfortably and wait for it.
Yeah, anyways, before we leave, like Miss Bolanle first said, all ye that are heavy laden, no matter how heavy it is, I bring to you a proposal. God, Jesus, has something better for you. It's also a load, but it's so light. You'd almost feel like you're not carrying anything. So you will carry your own. How about that? So talk to Jesus. And you don't have to have the right words. Remember, he's God now, so he sees your heart, no matter how or however you can say it. Do you get? I am saying that no matter how low you are, Christ can stoop so low. He doesn't have ego problem, so he can come very low to wherever you are, and he will meet you just at the point of your needs. He will hold you by the hand, and you fly on eagle's wings. This is actually a great one by my friend, my sister, Oluwafifedoyinsola. So beautiful. I wish I'm on the music right now. There's a song I'll play for her. If people want to see her cry, if I play that song like this, she will cry. But I also want to thank Sister Omobolanle for coming. You would have known that she's a very intelligent person. And Elizabeth has a lot to say from experience. We just don't have the time. But tomorrow all of us will be gathered here, and we'll make sure we trash this one to the very end. My name is Goel, and this is PHM Radio. Don't go anywhere. Peace out. I will bow my sign out.
Perfect.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode.
We spread the gospel, can't tune in for programs, prayers, Bible reading, relationship talks to OWOEYE Jesu Gangeli, ole no fun. Prophet Ezekiah ministrations bring it to you, gospel songs to jam to. We are media experts, we are media experts. We spread the word to the world, we spread the gospel. BHM, we spread the word to the world, we spread the gospel. Photography and trainings, record, studio, video production, services and event coverages. Follow us on Insta at pagem.live, on Facebook pagem.live, on Twitter pagem_live. Watch us on YouTube, download our radio application on App Store, on Play Store. Follow our podcast channel, spreading the gospel. Baby,